In this video, I'm going to show you how you can quickly connect your FileMaker solution to NRGship to add rating and shipping functionality. I've already downloaded the NRGship files to my desktop and I've added our FedEx account, but these could have just as easily have been uploaded to our FileMaker server. What I've got open here is the FileMaker Starter Solution invoices. I went ahead and I created an invoice and a customer record in here to get started. To hook the files together, I'm going to first add an external reference to the NRGship files. So I'm going to add two external data sources. The first is going to be to the FedEx data file. And then the second that we're going to add is just the standard FedEx interface file. Once I've done that, I'm going to add some new table occurrences. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to create an instance of the ship table. I'm also going to add the packages table. And I'm going to add the rates table. Now I'm going to take our invoice ID field from invoices, and I'm going to attach that to the external ID field in here, and I'm going to set allow creation of related records. Once I'm done with that, I'm then going to add a relationship from ship to packages, and that's going to be our ship ID to the KF ship ID. And I'm going to check the box for creating related packages. And then we're also going to add one in here for ship to rates. And for that one, it doesn't matter. We don't have to allow creation of related records because that's going to get handled in the NRG file itself. Now, if we look at this database, we can see it's super basic. There's no fields for shipping method, weight, tracking, or cost, so we're going to add that in. We could also add additional fields to include things like third-party shipping account or special signature options that are needed for a customer. Next, I'm going to create a simple script to create a related record in NRG. For a basic shipment, I truly only need to set a few fields in NRG. We're going to do some set field script steps. For a basic shipment, we really only need to set a few fields in NRG. We're going to set some destination fields. So I'm going to pick from the list here the company name. I'm going to pick a few fields here, and we're going to set the company name, and then I'm going to duplicate this and set the address lines. And the address is going to come from the related customer record. And then we could also set additional fields for the phone number and the person name, and then also the email address. and we're going to do a commit. And then we're also going to set those other fields that we added. So here's our service, which will match across to our service field in the invoice. And then we're going to change this to our package, and we're going to set the weight from there. And we've got our commit at the end, and we'll exit our script. And that truly is all that we need to set to create our shipment. Now I'm going to modify this layout a bit. I'm going to add a portal in here to show our rates. And maybe we're going to sort that by the discounted rate. And we'll allow scrolling. And we'll have 3 rows in there. And we're going to show the service, our delivery days, and then our rate. Not that one. It's going to be our net charge. So we've got those 3 fields there. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create a button to get the rates. And this is super simple. We're just going to perform the script that we created to do the related record. And then we're going to call a script in the FedEx file. And all of these are named external. And here we can see we've got get rates for the ship ID. So we're going to add a parameter that's going to get passed into that, and that's going to be the primary key from our shipment. And we'll exit that. So we're going to add a button now. To get the rates. And I'm also going to add the additional fields that we added on here too. So we've got our service field, our weight field, and then post shipment we'll have a tracking and our final shipping cost that's going to come in there. And let's make this a pop-up list. And I'm going to drop in our service list here. So now we've got this set. We can go in here, set this to FedEx ground. We're going to drop in a 1 pound, and let's run the rates. We can see here, it looks like we're not sorted very nicely, but we've got FedEx ground here. We could add a button that would allow us to, when we select the row, to set the service value from that. So we've got our FedEx ground. Our rate is going to be $11.64. So now let's create another script in here to actually perform the shipment. Again, we're going to call the script to create the related record because maybe something changed, like we changed the weight or something else. And then we're going to go and we're going to call our external script to ship. And again, we're going to pass our ID. And then we're going to just do the inverse of what we did when we were creating the related record. We're going to now set our field in invoices tracking number to pull the value from the NRGship file. And that's going to pull back our master tracking number, and then our cost field in here is going to be our net charge. And now let's add a button to ship. And now we've got our button to ship. So we're going to run ship. And we can see here we have the tracking number and our cost information. We could add additional buttons in here then to call external scripts for running a void on the shipment. And in our script, of course, we could set additional fields in there for things like third-party shipment or special service options and international shipments. Now, if we had a complex shipment, we could also make an adjustment in here so that instead of performing the actual ship immediately, it would open the NRG screen where the user could then enter additional packages or pick additional options and then ship, and then post-shipment, the tracking and the cost information would get pulled in. I hope this video has shown how easy it is to create shipping labels from FileMaker Pro using NRGship without the need to do any complex scripting or web service integration.